Hello and welcome in today. Today you're joined by me, Daniel, as I delve into a topic. And I paint this image here. It is a Tigrex from the series Monster Hunter. Now, I really enjoy Monster Hunter. It's a really good game. And I really enjoy the creatures in Monster Hunter. It's definitely up my alley in dreams I want to achieve, being able to create a creature for a game or something. It's one of my big kind of achievements that I want to have. So today I'm talking about strategic goal setting, creating a foolproof plan to achieve your dreams. um Now, it's really challenging when going about creating foolproof plans. Um, Keep in mind that these are definitely dreams, a shoot for the moon, and you gotta enjoy the journey. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. Is I am um, creating stuff. I'm doing things towards achieving my dreams. I've set like a big goal, and at the moment, my big goal is being able to illustrate 40 hours a week, creating characters or creatures for a studio that suits my style. Or studios, this is kind of the big goal I have kind of come to, and that has taken me a little while to kind of chop and change what I really want. It's definitely changed from wanting to be able to just illustrate for 40 hours a week. And that's kind of molded into that a little bit, so you can kind of see where it's come from. Um, and it's just come from me rethinking it, and changing it. Um, you know, you've got to kind of good to I have some small goals each week. Like for instance, my goal each week is to keep up with doing 10 hours of illustration work a week at least, or drawing, creating stuff. 10 hours at least. So 10 hours of painting this tiger is kind of a thing each week. And that sounds a lot for some people, but actually is not much. And it's definitely achievable because that's I can do. I've done like 20 hours a week some weeks. As long as I've done at least 10, I'm happy. Some weeks I do only just struggle to get by and do 10 hours, and that could be for many reasons. Might have other obligations, or, you know, or I don't know, might be sick that week, I barely can do much painting. So it's an achievable goal that can work at my worst, and it can work at my best. So it's a good goal that I keep up with. More like it's less of a goal than a kind of a ritual, I guess. Because it's something that I do each week, and that's what I keep up with. Kind of like I do like doing the dishes every night, and that's like your routine. You do your dishes like after dinner. As soon as you're done dinner, you do your dishes, and you do that as routine every night. It's kind of like that. Or going to the gym. You literally go to the gym every morning, and that's your gym time. Yeah, it could be anything. Um, but yeah, making it foolproof. I think the biggest thing for me was I have now made a new little goal each week, and this has become the same as my 10 hour a week thing, where I'm doing that 10 hours every week, and it's become routine that it's just become something I'm doing each week. But now I'm doing at least five things a week that will help towards my goal. And these could be anything from, say, watching a schoolism course, um, because that, that teaches me something about the way I'm painting, and teaches me, how to improve my skills or something like that. So it does kind of feed into that goal. So it does, it does help. To applying for a job, that does help because that applies to my job. And definitely making this has really helped a lot because it gives me kind of a mark where I can keep up with, rather than me going and being like, going through each week and then randomly being like, okay, I've got to apply for jobs now, and then applying for jobs randomly, and then not going. And also it gives me a mark where I can be like, I don't feel too discouraged. Like I might have had uh, three or four like rejection letters or something like that. Um, but I'm not too fast because I'm like, okay, well, I've just got to do few other things like tweak my keep going, just keep doing those, five things, at least five. I do some weeks I do seven, some weeks I do like, I think my maximum I got up to is 11. But at least five, that's a steady goal. I can do five, but I can go beyond it as well if I really want to, or um, if some weeks I might have more time and I might get more stuff done. So, but it gives me a foolproof plan, and it can show me, this week I've actually done good five things. So that means that I can deal with, if something comes back in my face and be like, sorry, you can't work here, or your skills aren't ready, or um, I can still be like, okay, well, I still did my five things this week. I can, maybe next week I can come back, and I can, one of the things is also look at my portfolio and fix it, and change it, play around with it. Get feedback on it is one thing as well. It's good to get some feedback on your portfolio. So that counts as a little mark up there, one thing that you've done this week. Um, and it feels much better. It's easier than just going by and doing by each week. And um, yeah, just going by and just doing what you can. And if you kind of set these little goals, so it's kind of like milestones each week, um, it becomes a little bit more sustainable, and it keeps on going, and eventually something's gonna hit, something's gonna come from it, and it may take a lot more time, it may take some time. And there's another thing about like setting goals and making it uh, um foolproof. It's give it some time, um and go with it at another angle as well. There's another thing. Um, so there's two things right there. Give it some time. Because yeah, like the saying is, Rome wasn't built in a day. Um, it does take time. Reevaluate if you need to. Um, but don't try to lower kind of your goals and standard, because the higher you go, you may eventually hit somewhere below it or somewhere a little bit under it. Um, so it's better to do that than try and aim for something lower, and then you um, you actually hit lower than that. Um, so just dream as high as you can, you know. Um, and these, ideas and things I'm talking about, um, they have come from life's journey and um, a lot of lessons in life. So thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you have learned something new. Keep drawing, keep creating, and see you in the next video.